I've spent $41,565 worth of Frost Stars and Whiteout Survival in 178 days, and I'm about to spend some more. I'm trying to play as an efficient whale, but lately I'm just documenting the journey. I'm playing as a whale because life conspired against me. There's a bunch of events going on that I can't resist. I'm only human. I'm trying to grab the efficiency I can. I do tell people all the time, don't confuse budget with efficiency. I'm trying to play as efficient as I can. That means, though, when certain events come, and if I have some extra money to spend and it's a very highly valuable event, then I'm going to spend more, even though I didn't budget for it. So that's me blowing my budget, but not spending inefficiently. There's a difference, so don't confuse the two. Tonight, lost loot is going to be the big one, but I've got a whole bunch of stuff to do on the account. And, since I'm spending anyways, I might as well. I'm not abandoning my budget. I'm still documenting everything I do so that later I can come through and actually make a budget plan that hopefully I can stick to one day. But since I'm spending a little bit wildly right now because of this event anyways, we might as well continue to spend a little bit. So let's get into some of that and I'll show you what I'm talking about. First of all, let's take a look at the events. If we look at the event calendar, man, is it full. We've got Dreamscape coming up tomorrow. I'm going to spend a little bit on that, but not a lot. It's not my favorite event just because of the way it works. So I'll do what I can for whatever, like 30, 40 bucks every time it comes around, and I'll slowly grind it, and that's how that's going to go. Then we've got all the childhood memory. We're going to get into that, and we're going to get into the party expert in particular. We've got the deals, of course. Got King of Icefield, and we've got Frostfire Mine, which I love to play, but man, sometimes it's just hard for me to sync up with my schedule. I got so much going on in life and work. It's hard. We've got the defeat nearby beasts, which lines up with Beast Day for the other event. So there's some synergy there. And then we've got, we've got Wild Brawl coming up and an internal castle battle coming up. So that's what we got going on. If we look at King of Icefield, we've got something I can do. Like I need to clear basic rewards, right? So I need to get at least 300,000 points plus. I was planning on doing that with experts, just doing a little bit of expert work tonight. But there's something I want to do as a content creator. There's something I've been wanting to do because I've seen some other creators do it. I'm going to try to do it for myself and document it very, very carefully this time. So I want to basically max out the frontier treks and see if it's worth the frontier trek. So anyways, point being is that I'll get to that when I get to the spending, but point being is that I need to do something else to get these points. And if you look through the things here, I don't have a lot of shards to do anymore. I can do speed ups, so that is an option. I can use speed ups. But again, one of the things that's going to be easy points to get is going to be essence stones. So that's what I'm going to do tonight for this to clear my basic points. I'm going to do some more essence stones. Basically, I've been working on a second set of gear and or pressing some of the primary gear on the other, the main march. You need essence stones and mythic, and I do have the mythic. So we'll get into some of that tonight. This is going to be a little bit of a long one. Let's, while we're in here, let me clear out the events section because the only thing I have to do here is that's left, aside from the defeat nearby beasts, which I have going on in the background right now. So let's clear this out right now. I don't know where I'll end on this, but essentially I've got auto beast hunting going on, and I'll do some polar terrors as well. I'm gonna have to buy some stamina cans. We'll get into that as well. But let's see. Lucky Wheel. Sorry for bouncing around a little bit, but there's just so much going on. All right, so Lucky Wheel, I'm not doing anything with, basically. I don't have any need to spin it for points or anything. I don't have any need to waste those gems for an event like this when I have other ways to get the points. I mean, yeah, I could get some more Mia shards for what? Just to trade them in? I don't see the point in doing that, so I'm just going to grab my lucky chip and move on. That's all I'm doing for that right now. So let's get into some of the spending. Let's get into the main thing. So here's the thing I'm talking about, the Dawn of Wisdom. This is one of the things I was talking about. I could go, now I see some of you I was talking about before I really was blocked on sigils. Now I seem to be much more blocked on books. I do need sigils as well though. So, I can't decide. So basically what I decided is I'm going to go with the Frontier Trek because that gives you a little bit of everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to max this out. And then another day, this is the only thing that's going to hurt my account really. This is an opportunity to do a little bit of expert push outside of SVS. But as a content creator, I want to do this little experiment. I want to buy out this event for the Frontier Treks because I've heard people say that these are higher value than you realize. So, 25 Treks for $5. I'm going to buy this event out and see over the long haul of all those Treks. I'm going to do this another day. We got too much going on this week. So I'm going to basically buy these, and then I'm not going to use them until later. And we're going to see how many, what items I get per trek, basically. I'll kind of document how many books I have, the gifts I have, the sigils I have before the event, and then I'll do the event. Maybe I'll fast forward or something, or maybe it'll just be a long trek day. But this is what I'm doing. I'm going to buy out the Dawn of Wisdom for the Frontier treks, the Frontier supplies, basically. So here we go. $10, $20, and you can basically look forward to the day that I do this, because I'm not going to do it today. There's too much other content. So there we go. I bought that out for the Frontier treks, and now we have 925 of them. I'll get a few more, what is it, like 10 more from the VIP shop as well on Gem Day, but I'm waiting to do all that for Gem Day, and then we'll see where that lands. Custom pet chest I'm not touching yet. We got a couple more days on it. Same thing with Fire Crystal. I'll make a decision on that. Now, the Chief Stamina. I know I've talked to some of you who don't really like spending money on Chief Stamina pack. I look at it as converting stamina to other items. Like, whenever you use the stamina in one way or another, whether it's from the Intel missions or from beasts, you get stuff from them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Here's what I got going on right now. This is all the beasts that are running down, right? And even when you call a Polar Terror, like this, I'm getting stuff. I'm getting speed ups. I'm getting experience for the heroes. I'm getting Hardened Ally, which I need a lot of. I know it's a trickle. You also get resources from it, but you do get speed ups and other things as well. So it's not really a waste of money to spend on the stamina gear, because you get stuff for it every time, see, it's trickling in. It's a trickle, but you get stuff for it. So I don't see it as a waste. And plus, on an event like this where I need extra, it's kind of, helps with that event. And I'm down because, I'm going to need to stock it up before the next SVS as well. So I'm going to still need to stock it up. I might even need to buy some with gems at some point, which I really don't want to do. At least this way I get some VIP for it. I get some more, stamina cans in the tank, and it helps. All right, daily deals. I'll grab that. See if I get lucky here. A little lucky. That's nice. All right, and then I'll grab my weekly and monthly claims here. And then go check out what else we got to do. All right, so that's the basic shop there. Then we're going to go to the deals section here. And again, Hall of Heroes. I'm going to do what I did the other day, because there is some value in it, and you get a little VIP for it. But I am getting to the point, so I'm getting to the point soon where I won't need to worry about mythic shards anymore. But right now, between, the value that's represented here for now, and plus I'm going to get the exploration manuals that I'm going to need to press those Gen 4 heroes that are right around the corner. I'm grabbing that, and then I'll just clear it out by grabbing the shards. That's what I'm doing there. And then we'll grab these claims. Don't have anything more here. Travel rewards, grab these claims. Grab the sign in and earn it. Grab the dead shot. And nothing more to do there. Okay, and that's the deal section. Now, I'm going to save the Hero Gear Mastery Pack for a little bit later. We'll do that last, because that's going to come along with the Hero Gear chest that we're going to open. But the next thing to take a look at is the Childhood Memories events and see how we're doing on this. So let's work right to left. I'll grab my claim here. Already did top-up benefits. We're slowly clearing this out. So these kind of, small rewards, but it adds up, and all you got to do is do the things it says. So, I'll have some more arena challenges in. I'll have some more aligned contributions, and soon I'll have this completely unlocked, and we'll be done with that. Penguin Shop, I'm going to go for these every day, these Lucky Hero Gear chests. I was calculating what I want. I think I've come to a conclusion. I think I really want at least this Curio Magico skin, and I'm really debating these two circus skins because they're fun. What I really want, I think, is this one with the High Wire Act. That's kind of a fun one, and this one's like a carousel. That's kind of fun as well. But I don't know. I think I like if I had to only pick two of them, it would be this Fantasy Circus and the Dancing Lion. So, oh, and this is the Curio Magico chest, what I meant is the Dancing Lion and the Fantasy Circus are the two that I'm kind of interested in. So I think I will have enough with my spending plan to get that. I'm not going to do all the math on it tonight. If you're really interested in the math on the Penguin Shop and the value there, there's Tone did a great two videos on this event already, and he's explaining the like how many. He's got a spreadsheet on that shows you how many of the ice orbs you get and how much your expected outcome. If I recall, it's 70 coins on average. If you look through the rewards here, if you do all the math, it's about 70 coins on average that you get. So, you know, if you just do the math, that'll tell you how many coins you can get. And then if you do the math on how many you need to buy, now it is luck based, so that's on average. But if you look at how many you need to buy to hit that, then you can figure out what you need. And I have already decided that I'm going to buy up to the $100 mark on this event every night, mainly because I like the rewards on the left side of the board. Now this is worth a discussion. Let's just talk about that quick. I'm not going to get into all the math behind it because, again, it's in some other people's spreadsheets and I don't want to revisit all the details, but I feel it's my responsibility to give you a little bit of information here. If you look at what's happening here, as you use more of the marbles or these ice orbs, you'll unlock more of these rewards down here. And you get more coins and more ice orbs. There's a funny little phenomenon that happens. Like if you spend, I don't want to say too much, but if you spend a lot on this event, then your efficiency as far as, you know, coins per orb starts to go down because you're not getting any of those extra bonus rewards and stuff. But really, to me, the highest value on the board, if you really look at it, is in the magic ring rewards. And this left-hand side is a much higher value on the than the right-hand side. Now, if you happen to need these items on the right-hand side, maybe for you this makes more sense. But if you're just looking for pure value, this left-hand side has a lot more value than the right-hand side. So this is why I'm playing the left-hand side. And the way I look at it is the money I'm spending is really to get the magic ring rewards. And then you also get to shop in the shop as like kind of a bonus. So if you look at it like that, then this event is full of value from that perspective. But strictly speaking, it's kind of like you get a crossover point where if you spend kind of like too much, I'll say, I don't want to use that word, you know, imprecisely, but like past a certain amount, I think it's something like 100K in points, so coins, 100K coins. Past that amount, the efficiency starts to go down because you're spending more and not getting as many of the ancillary bonuses from it. So that's kind of the way that shapes up. But, you know, let's see how the luck works out tonight. Oh, we got to do the free one first again. Oh, maybe because on this device. No, I did it last night. It should have been clear. I'm going to have to do the free one every day. Fine. All right. I'm going to flip this to... Now, somebody said they wanted to see, like, me do 5 more because my theory is this. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. I think 10 is the sweet spot. And if you go, there's different theories here. Now, that's not theories really, if it's just the way the game works. There is a randomness to it, of course. It's a physics-based thing, and there's a randomness to it. And, you know, if you see, like, essentially, by the time this game for the most part is server-based gaming. So, so whatever I hit here, the server will have already computed what happened, and it's just playing the animation for me. But the stats are still what the stats are. And the bounces and stuff, I assume the server still does a physics-based simulation for it, I think. And if it's doing that, if it's not, then it's not, but it doesn't matter. It's just fun animation for you anyways. But essentially, it's got to figure out like how many times you bounce the rings and how many times, you hit the rewards for the coins on the bottom. So, but the thing is, if you hit the 20, what I've seen is they kind of all jam in one spot. Now, if you're trying to force them all one spot, like, and then they start hitting each other and then spread. So it's effectively like you're not getting the targeted zone you want. I'll show you what I mean. It's probably easier to be visual in a second, but they all kind of jam in. Let me show you what I mean. If I'm trying to get everything on the left, right? If I'm trying to go for this left ring here, and I put 20 all on the left, look what happens. There's so many of them. Look how many floated over to the middle and to the right. Too many. Oh, and I got a 500. All right. But too many went over there. Now, if I go to 10, now most of them will tend to kind of stick to the left-hand side. Well, although that time a bunch went to the right as well. But most of them kind of stick to the left-hand side and bounce around on that ring some more. And then if we do 5, I just feel like you don't get as much activity. So, you know, like it doesn't bounce on the ring as many times. See, they kind of just bounced a couple times because there's not enough in their way. So to me, it feels like 10 is the sweet spot. Some people do like the 20, some people like the 5. I don't know. For me, it's the 10 is the sweet spot. But here's the other thing. Some people were saying, oh, well, if you go down the center, you'll get more coins. I think that is probably true. Let's see what happens. Because yeah, look, I got a 500. More of them tend to go in the center. But you remember, my premise here, and not my premise, if you do the actual math on this, the left-hand ring has the higher value. So I don't care that the coins are an afterthought. They're a bonus, you know? What I'm really trying to do is I'm trying to get this ring to light up as many times as possible. So for me, that's doing it times 10 on the left-hand pouch, and that's kind of giving me the maximum amount of, look at how many times that ring is getting lit up, and I'm cycling through it faster and faster. Now that right ring will get hit every now and then as well. And, you know, some of the balls will bounce around when they get to the bottom there. But I'm trying to get that left ring to light up as many times as possible first. All right. So let's see if we can get that. Yeah, see how much it's like they kind of get jammed against each other. And then look how many times that one bounced and hit. And I just cycled through, hit it more than 15 times on that one. It won't always do that, but I'm just saying I've been playing this game a bunch as a whale with a lot of budget. And if you look at what happens for the most part, you get a lot more bounces and you're still going to get them. Hey, all right, I got another 500. You're still going to get those lucky ones in the center every now and then as well. But see how many times they kind of jam up against each other and hit the one you're trying to get more and more? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get maximum bouncing on that left ring. All right. Takes a little while longer to do it 10 at a time, and you're still going to get some bounces on that right ring as well. So you're still going to get some value over there. But see how they tend to jam up and then kind of, there we go. And then kind of cycle through that left ring a little bit faster. Oh, almost got it. And I got a center. Nice. Come on. Oh, almost. There we go. Look how many times that hit. It almost did a cycle and a half on one. Oh, and I don't think I claimed my claim these coins down here. I didn't claim my missions. There we go. And oh, I did claim the other ones. Okay. Nice. All right. Got a few more spins to do. Or balls to drop. I mean, ultimately you can't get away from the fact that it's a luck-based event as well. But remember, the value is in that left hand, the highest value is in that left hand ring. Come on, can we unlock that one tonight? Let's get it. Come on. All right. And a 500. All right, I'll take it. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'll save the rest for another day. Oh, I'm so close. 3 away. 3 away from that 30. You know what? Let's do it. Oh my god. What horrible luck. Oh no, I'm not 3 away. I'm 13 away. So I'm not going to get it anyways. And I'm still going to... Alright, well. Alright, I'll leave the rest for another day. Alright, let's see. Oh, well... I did have some more to claim there. That's what I was thinking of. I knew I had the dailies that I forgot to grind. But I won't... Am I going to get... Yeah, I do have enough. Alright, you can come back here. We'll do another 10. And then... Oops. And unlock that 30. Do a little bit more tonight. Alright. I'll have to finish doing that grind to unlock the rest of them. The rest of the dailies. But they love going in those 10s on me. There we go. Nice. That got quite a few bounces on the left. All right. That's enough of that for tonight. Like I said, really what I'm looking to do is keep on cycling those. All right, before... so let's take a look. I'm just to take a look at the backpack so that we understand. That's where we're at. I don't know if I had a few from another event or not, but we got at least... I think we probably got 200 from this event right there. All right, so coming back here, we got Lost Loot now. Now, Lost Loot is... a game I'm going to max out as well. If you look at the rewards, this is a funny one. Let's take a look at what I was doing with this calculator here. So if we look at, here's where some of you are saying like, well, it depends how you think of value. So if you look at overall value for the pack, right? It's a very good value. It's at least it's something like 160%. I don't know if I messed up something in this thing. I thought it was 160 something percent, but you get $214 worth of stuff for $135. And if you look at the Lucky Hero Gear chest alone, it's 470 if you calculate them all up. And the way I did this was I've already got the island component, so every time I get that chest, I'm going to convert that to Lucky Hero Gear chest to max my Lucky Hero Gear chests. So I'm going to end up with 470 Lucky Hero Gear chests. Now, here's the thing. If you look at this and say, well, I'm really only interested in Lucky Hero Gear chest, so that's the only thing I value here, then you're going to spend $135 and you're only going to get $130 worth of Lucky Hero Gear chests. Whereas if in the custom armament chest, if you spend $130, well, you spend $100, you're going to get $100 worth of Lucky Hero Gear chests. That's the baseline for the value. But that's kind of like, you know, that's I don't think that's the right way to think. It just depends on, I shouldn't say it that way. If that's what you care about, then I see the logic in that. But right now in the state of my account, everything has value, including the XP components. So this is a great opportunity to have to get out $215 worth of stuff for $135. You know, and most of that is in the form of Lucky Hero Gear chests and enhancement components. So to me, that's really great value. But if you're really only looking for the Lucky Hero Gear chest, maybe for you it's not the best value. So I'm going to buy this out because I need... Oh, and by the way, every time you buy one of these, I didn't calculate this, so the value is even higher. The value is even higher. I forgot to calculate all this in that spreadsheet. So I'm going to have to go back now and recalculate because each one of these, look at this. So that value is going to go even higher. So it's actually probably something more like, I don't know, $160 worth. So even then, it's a good value. And I'm going to buy this out, basically. All right, now, and then these, I'll try to claim. I'm going to have to go promote troops. I guess I can go do that quick because I think that's good for another event as well. Let's see. Just clear some of these out. I'll just do a round of speeds on these guys. Should be more than enough. Come back here and clear that out. Now I got all my shovels for the day. All right, so let's take a look at what's going on here. So there is an optimal algorithm to solving these types of puzzles. It's basically trying to reduce the number of opportunities or missed cells. So for this style board here, you want to kind of go for a checkerboard pattern because that's the... Oh, and I got lucky right off the bat. Okay. So you want to kind of go for a checkerboard pattern in that type of situation because you want to minimize the number of opportunities that there's one of them hiding. So this one, you kind of like, I don't know, the way I like to kind of work this is at the intersections first because you get a chance to see if there's something, you kind of get a 2 for 1. And so now I know this one's here, and now I know the only one can only be here. Had I did the other one first, I might have gotten lucky and found them. I don't know, depends. All right, now we got a 3 and a 4. So let's see, probably there's different ways to work this. Depends on what you want to do, but let's try it this way first. Do the checkerboard kind of pattern. All right, so I'm gonna uncover this guy first. And now it's just a matter of luck. You know, where am I gonna go, right or left? I'll try right. No, so it's gonna have to be over here. And there we go. All right. And now you get the reason why it costs more to get the shovels, because those are going to take more to clear. Let's see, and we got a 4-piece somewhere, so I'll do this intersection, and we got it. Good. All right, this is going to take a long time to go all the way through. Actually, I probably shouldn't. Well, all right, I'm going to do the centerpiece. All right, it was a bomb. Good. So we'll clear that one. And clear this guy. This will take me a little while, but I just wanted to show the basic strategy. You want to try to eliminate the possibilities of where another piece could be, and it gets progressively more complex. But in general, you can't go wrong with the checkerboard style pattern to some degree because you're kind of eliminating the number of pieces that can be hiding on you. So I'm gonna, if I start over here, I got a little lucky, so now I can see a couple pieces. I can uncover those. Uncover that one. And now there's only so many ways you can get these. I got a 3 and a 4 piece here. So I guess I'll try over here first. Good. Found one of these guys. And now the 4 piece has to be up top now. So that's kind of how you do this. You try to eliminate the spots that you can't find, basically, bifurcate, the empty spots, what you want to do. All right, I'm going to keep playing that. It's going to take a while. I'm not going to do that all on camera because it is a little bit grindy, and I don't think you guys need to see all that. But basically, we're just trying to grind through all these progressive levels, these stages, so that we can unlock all the prizes. That's the goal here. All right, that's the loot, the lost loot, and then, and I might as well clear this while I'm here too. Epic recruitment 2 times, fine. Do that quick. All right. Whoops. Wrong one. And claim that guy. Claim that one. All right. So let's take a look at Party Expert. Party Expert is a Beast Slay day. I got the Beast Slay going on. It goes with the Beast Slay, so I'll see what I can do on this one. It looks like I'm doing all right so far. That's fine. As long as I stay in top 25, I'm good on this one. I'm not trying to push that one hard. All I want to do is get in top 25 to make sure I get that nameplate. That's it. And then Penguin Shop. I don't want to forget to do the daily. I'm going to do the daily. And I'm going to let this sit. I don't really have a need to push these right now, but I'm definitely going to get the mithril here, obviously. Then I'm going to decide what I want to do for the city skins. I don't really need it yet. There's no events going on that I need it for. So I'm just going to let it sit so that at the end of the event, we can see if I don't think there's anything going on this weekend. So at the end of the event, then I'll make the decision, and we'll be able to see how many coins I accumulated throughout the event with that daily spend. It'd be a nicer way to kind of wrap that up. We did have to go back to King of Icefield though. So King of Icefield, what I'm going to end up doing, because I'm not going to do much with the experts tonight, I might, when I get off camera, I might be able to do a little something with them, but not much. This is basically going to be the Essence Stones. So let's take a look at what's going on with the Essence Stones. And to kick that off, we'll start with the Hero Gear Mastery. I'm going to grab this. All right. And now that's the last of the purchases, and we can go into the backpack. So clear this all out. Gonna get a little luck tonight? Nope. All right. And let me clear this out. Put those in the bank. All right, 332. I don't have time tonight. It's already been a long video. Let's see how many mythic pieces I get for this. Here we go, 332. I should get at least 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Not bad at all. All right. And we've got the custom gear boot custom chest. Gives one of the following rewards of your choice. Ah, yeah. So you don't get all of those things. You get one, and you know which one we're going for. It's the mithril every time. So that's a nice. So now I got to go back to my spreadsheet and put 27 mithril in that calculator as well, and that'll drive the value up quite a bit. So not the Lucky Hero Gear chest there, but just the mithril. All right, let's see. So now, and the mithril's getting saved for SVS. I'm not using that outside of SVS. But now what we can do to use some of those components, you know, I can start pushing more of the gear here and the primary gear, which is what I started doing here, because this will be the next one I want to get for the Lancer. I want to get this up to plus 60 for the plus 30 attack. It's not the primary gear though, but I'm blocked on the primary gear anyways. So this is one thing I can do. Do I have enough to get it up to 39? No, not quite. So I'll get this up to 30, I guess, for now. And but what I do want to do is the Essence Stones. So if I just wanted to spend a little bit, I can come over here, and like I've been doing here, I've been just kind of triggering this second set up a little bit on the primary gear. So I can come here. Oh, I don't have, let's see. Bring this up to 20 just as a placeholder for now, I guess. And I'll do the same over here. $20. And then I can Master Forge this up there. And I don't really need to do a lot here, but I'll do another 80 here. I've got a lot of Essence Stones now. I'm getting to the point where I have a lot of Essence Stones. And I could start doing them on the primary march as well. I just don't want to overdo it because they're taking quite a bit, and they're taking mythic pieces as well right now. I want to save that for SVS. So I did notice, however, I think when I do this, the Lucky Hero Gear chest pops after the 24-hour mark, I think. Even if I do this and I don't see it didn't pop right away, that's why I think I got it again, because I did that work, and then 24 hours after the original one, I got another offer. So I don't know, maybe I did it and didn't realize it. I'm gonna have to pay more attention. But essentially now I was able to clear my King of Icefield so I can get my medal and move on. And that's all I was looking to do there. And we'll see if I can manage to do Frostfire Mine again. That's not ever, the schedule is just rough on me. And the defeat nearby beasts, you know, this will probably be a function of whatever happens for the other stuff. But I'll run out of stamina at some point, and I'll have to decide how hard I want to press that. But the answer is not super hard, because all I want to do is get 25 on the other event and, you know, place decently for this one, and I think I'll be happy. So we'll see how that goes. You have anything else? Yeah. All right. Yeah, okay. So we'll clear that out. And I guess the rest of the thing I can do for the rest of that hero gear I'll just dump the rest of it here for now. Let's see. Yeah, let me just make sure. I think I'm blocked everywhere else.
You do notice
Yeah, so I'm blocked here. Blocked here unless I want to start pushing this, but that's a longer journey to get to plus 100. So that'll come next. And yeah, so in these other ones, this XP is just kind of hanging out on those as an alternate set for now. But I'll just, because I was gonna say since I pressed those enough, but I don't like this sitting here at 86, so put that at 90, and then I'll just dump the rest in here because that's the next thing I'm working on anyways. And that's just a little bit contribution towards the Lancer gear. All right, before we're done, let's just take a look at VIP. We're not going to do it yet because I'm going to save that for a day that I don't have as much other content. I did get all this in, so we are at 1 million VIP points now. So I will be able to spin this soon when I have a lighter day, and we'll see how many more Frostsphere puzzle pieces I can get. Hopefully we can get to 50% at least. I think we'll be able to get at least 50%, maybe a little bit further. And we're on our way. We're on our way to the Frostsphere eventually. That is a long journey. But there is something I forgot to mention, and that's something about this little sale they have going on. See this 5% bouncing above my head? The official shop is running a 5% top-off bonus right now. That's why you've been seeing me top off. You've been seeing my amount go up and down and up and down. I keep on topping off because I don't want to miss out on that 5% offer. And, you know, the 5% extra, well, it still lasts. I don't know how long it's going to last. But it's the only thing I trust because there's all these different stores out there. I don't trust any of them. I only go through the official store ever. And if you use my link, if you check the video description, you'll see there's an affiliate link. That'll give me some credit for the sale. It'll give me some Frost Stars as well. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It just gives me credit for the sale, and they give me some Frost Stars as a result. So if you're going to buy Frost Stars anyways, please do me a favor. It'll help the channel, and use that link instead. The other way you can help me is super simple. All you got to do is like this video, subscribe to my channel, and then turn on notifications. That way, whenever I post anything, you'll be the first to know about it. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, I'll see you later.